The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
In my mind, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player who ever lived.
LeBron James is the best player in the world.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
2013 Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player is, for the second straight finals, LeBron James.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA Championship resides once again in Miami.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Now, at the time of recording this video, LeBron James has been putting up some ridiculous stats, especially considering his age. But my question to you is, when was he at his best? And by that, I mean, when was LeBron James in his prime? Go ahead and comment when you think that was. Now, I might be a little biased because this was my favorite team back in the day, but I'd say LeBron was in his prime during that 2012-2013 season on the Heat. During that season, he not only won the regular season MVP, but also the Finals MVP, and that Heat team won back-to-back championships. So with that being said, in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make the best prime LeBron James build here on 2K22 current gen. Now, these videos do take me a while to make, so I would appreciate it if you all could smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, then just comment who you think I should make next. Now, if you want to see more gameplay of this prime LeBron build in the park or in the rec, there's actually gonna be some more towards the end of this video, so if you're interested, make sure you don't miss that. But anyways, I think it's time I show you exactly how to make this OP LeBron build. So let's head over to the My Player Builder so we can get started. Okay, now that we're in the My Player Builder, you can go ahead and make his first and last name whatever you want. Moving on to the position, now here, I know LeBron James in real life is a small forward, but he also plays the point guard position. But for this build, we're just gonna make him a point guard. With the point guard position, we get more badges, we get better attributes. The point guard position is just the best position for this build. I did try to make this build at the small forward position, but after comparing the two positions, it really just didn't make sense. Now, moving on to the hand, you can pick whatever hand you want to use. I'm going to use the right hand because this is LeBron. Moving on to the jersey number, back in LeBron's prime, he wore number 6. So go ahead and pick that if you want it. Now we can click continue. Okay, moving on to the pie charts. Now, back in LeBron's prime, he could literally do anything on the floor. He could play defense, he can play make, he can finish, and he can shoot. But of course, this is 2K, and you can't make a player that can do all of those things, but you can get kinda close. So the pie chart that I ended up going with that I thought would fit this prime LeBron build perfect was the playmaking and the finishing pie chart. Of course, the best part about this pie chart is that we're getting Hall of Fame playmaking and Hall of Fame finishing badges. Now, just a heads up, later in this video, I'm gonna break down the best badges that you should use for this build, so stick around for that. Now, moving on to the physical profile. Here, you wanna pick the one with the most speed. Okay, now moving on, here is where we set our potential. So like always, we're just gonna start off in the finishing category. Now for your close shot, you wanna max that out. Then you wanna max out your driving layup. And of course, this is LeBron, so you wanna max out your driving dunk. And last, for your standing dunk, you just wanna put it on 44. So as you can see, in the finishing category, we are getting 20 finishing badge upgrades. So this build is gonna have plenty of badges to work with in the finishing category. Also, I don't know if you've seen it in the gameplay or not, but this build will get contact dunks. I just thought I would let you know that. Now moving on to the shooting category. Here, you wanna max out your mid-range shot, max out your 3-point shot, Then last, just max out your free throw. So as you can see in the shooting category, we are getting 9 badge upgrades. Now this build can shoot, even though the 3-point shot is kind of low. If you don't know, on 2K22, you can actually shoot consistently with a low 3-pointer. But of course, those shooting badges will still help you out a lot. And if you want to know the best shooting badges to use with a low 3-point rating build, just stick around because I'm gonna get into the badges in just a minute. But anyways, moving on to the playmaking category. Now here, you want to put your pass accuracy on 85. Then you want to max out your ball handling. So as you can see in the playmaking category, we are getting 22 playmaking badge upgrades. And like I said before, we are getting Hall of Fame badges in the playmaking category. So this build is gonna be unstoppable, and this build can actually dribble. Now moving on to the defensive category, you wanna max out your perimeter defense, max out your lateral quickness, max your steal, then put your block on 40, and last, you want to max out your defensive rebound. So for this prime LeBron build, we are getting 20 finishing, 9 shooting, 22 playmaking, and 7 defensive. So in my opinion, this build is gonna be able to do basically everything that LeBron could do back when he was in his prime. And I say that because I already made this build, and as you can see from the gameplay, this build is unstoppable. I'm just gonna say it, the build is unstoppable. Whether you're trying to have fun or if you're a comp player that wants to win games, I think this build is gonna be perfect for you. But anyways, we're not done yet, so let's move on to the body shape. And for this LeBron build, I think build reminds me the most of LeBron. Now moving on to the height. Now in real life, LeBron is 6'9/6'8", but for this LeBron build, in order to make this build truly unstoppable, you're gonna wanna make your height 6'7". Then moving on to the weight. Now here, I made my weight 200 because I wanted my player to look more like LeBron. But if you don't care about looking exactly like LeBron, you can always lower your weight to get more to your speed and your acceleration. But like I said, I put my weight at 200. Now moving on to the wingspan. Now here, in order to get contact dunks, you're gonna wanna raise your wingspan to 87.0. Okay, now here is where we pick our takeover, and as you can see, we have 2 options. You can pick the playmaking or the slashing takeover. Now, like I always say in all my videos, I believe the slashing takeover is just the best takeover in the game, maybe besides the sharpshooting takeover. But for this LeBron build, so we can get more contact dunks and just dunk on people in general, you're gonna wanna pick the slashing takeover. Then after that, you will see that we have built a facilitating finisher. Now before we get into the badges, I want to thank you all who have made it this far into the video, and if you haven't hit that like button yet, please hit that for me, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Now let's go ahead and break down the best badges to use for this prime LeBron build. Okay, so before we get started, just keep in mind that these are the badges I recommend you use. If you think some other badges are better than the ones that I'm recommending, go ahead and use whatever badges you want to use. But anyways, let's just start off in the finishing category. Here, you want to put Acrobat on Hall of Fame. Then you want to put Fearless Finisher on Hall of Fame. Then you want to put Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame. Posterizer obviously has to be on Hall of Fame. And last, we're gonna put Limitless Takeoff on Hall of Fame. So that's gonna be it for the finishing category. Now moving on to the shooting. Now, like I said before, these are gonna be the best shooting badges if you have a low 3-point rating build. So the first badge you're gonna wanna equip is Sniper, and we're gonna put that on gold. Then we're gonna put Catch and Shoot on gold. And last, we're gonna put Corner Specialist on gold. So that's gonna be it for the shooting. Now moving on to the playmaking. Here, you wanna put Ankle Breaker on Hall of Fame, handles for days on Hall of Fame, quick first step on Hall of Fame, quick chain on Hall of Fame, stop and go, we're gonna put on Hall of Fame, and last, we're gonna put unpluckable on silver. So that's it for the playmaking. Now last, for the defense and rebounding category, you wanna put clamps on gold, chase down artist on gold, and interceptor on bronze. So that's gonna be it for all of the best badges to use for this prime LeBron build. Like always, if you plan on making this build, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Now, if you guys have any suggestions on other builds or NBA players that I should make here on 2K22, go ahead and drop the names down in the comment section as well. Now, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, with all that being said, I still hope to see you all in my next video.